Hello everyone, I'm Yuwei from Alibaba Cloud Design. In this session, I will talk about how we make Alibaba Cloud Console more accessible. First, let me briefly introduce our console. Alibaba Cloud is the largest cloud service provider in China. The Cloud Console is the place where millions of our users operate and manage their cloud resources every day. The main job of our team is to provide a better experience for using it, and most basically make it readable and usable. As Alibaba Cloud is now serving global business and actively expanding its global market, it becomes imperative for us to make it more accessible for all our users under different conditions. Let's have a quick look on how accessible our console is. We did an easy check defined by W3C on our console, and the result here reveals a great gap between Chinese cloud service providers and overseas providers. Particularly, our console is not performing well. However, there is a lot pushing back when we actually brought up the topic in our company, such as the high cost, the limitation of knowledge and intellect. So, we tried to propose a method that making accessibility adoption process easier for all our products by taking incremental steps. To begin with, we used solid data to bring our stakeholders on board through a survey on our users' demand for accessibility. We collected more than 2,000 valid responses, and not surprisingly, only about 6% of the participants are with disabilities. However, we also found a considerable amount of people who have experienced temporary disabilities or situational limitations and expressed their needs for a more accessible console. This tells a customer data-driven and convincing story to make our stakeholders buy in. With stakeholders on board, we did two things. First, we produced localized and highly usable accessible guidelines for our designers. Through a survey on WCAG 2.1, we found that despite its authority, it appears to be unclear and less relevant. So, we did a lot of work to build a guideline that could fit in our design scenarios. For example, for each principle we defined, we provided actual design examples from our console with do's and don'ts, so that our designers could get master of it just in a glance. Our new revised guidelines got much more positive feedbacks on every aspect in the survey, and could bring the whole design team on board in a very short time. Second, we proposed a new level definition of accessibility to help us prioritize working items, because usually we only have limited resources on implementation. Therefore, we reconsider the importance of accessibility criteria based on our actual scenarios. In our new revised version, these new levels are visually accessible, keyboard accessible, and screen reader accessible. The lower the level is, the more users it serves and the less cost it requires. And this is how we make progress step by step. The whole practice gave us solid support on implement accessibility in our console, as it is suitable and cost-effective. By now, we have already accomplished the basic level and are striving for the next level. We hope this baby step solution could set a good example for other companies in building their inclusive and accessible products. Okay, that's all. Thank you.